Nice, man. So, man, a long time, right? It's been like a month and a half.
Yeah.
Have you guys been?
Been all right.
Yeah.
So much has happened.
Everyone's been moving, right?
Yeah.
New houses, new places to stay. All on the east side now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we all live.
We're all on
neighbors.
the same street. Yeah.
Yeah.
So was the message that you sent that said, like you were here, that was at her house? To pick her up? Or is that actually here?
That was...
I parked at the Boys and Girls
Yeah,
Club.
the Boys and Girls Club right down the street.
Yeah, this is the worst way to take. If you take well, you'd have to know back roads to know the other way. That's like a little more packed down. But I took that way for the first time in a couple of days. Yesterday morning on my way to work. Fuck, it was horrible. There was like porta potty trucks for that park stuck out there and people towing them back out.
I believe it.
And then obviously, like if they're getting stuck and they want everyone to stop in the middle of the road, like I'm like, I don't even know if I could stop here.
It does look better than it did yesterday and then the day before.
Yeah,
when
the
I
day
tried to
before
stop
it was
by.
pretty bad.
And
was
all it
pretty
was
bad.
was 2 more
I
days
should've
worth of
listened to you.
traffic, right? Like graders have been through here one time this year. And the craziest thing about that is before like winter even started, I saw this like Facebook post from like the municipality or something. And they were like, we've upped snowplow forces and we've brought in more people and more crews and outside people subbing in, and nothing's happened.
Nothing.
Like, I'm pretty sure it's even worse.
I think so
Doesn't
too.
look like that.
No, it is horrible.
My road is pretty bad. My road is really bad. I've been able to I'm the first house when you turn in, so I've been able to I'll just speed through and then make it up my driveway.
Yeah, just whip it around.
But this morning, I backed out and went to get out, and I got stuck.
Yeah.
And it was so frustrating because I was like, I just need to get back up my driveway and I'll get a ride. It's fine. But I couldn't even do that.
No?
Not at
That
all.
sucks.
So thankfully, so grateful for everyone that pulled over. I'm going to start giving, I don't know who these people are. I assume they're neighbors. So I'm just going to make a bunch of brownies or cookies and start handing them off to all of my neighbors.
I'm going to pretend I'm your neighbor that day.
Me too.
You're going to have to stop by. But they just pushed me out. They just you need to make it onto the main road.
Yeah.
It's just the subdivision.
What do you think I was trying to do? You know?
Yeah, that was
Right.
our initial goal.
Thanks for the heads up, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah.
But they did it was like an hour of trying just to get me up my driveway.
Yeah.
Not working.
Is it a
so we
steep
just
driveway?
left. It's not.
No?
It's the as I pulled out, I reversed to get out, and then I went to go straight, and it was just so packed with snow all over the place. And I couldn't shovel enough to get my way back in.
Yeah.
And then when I'd go sideways, I would just
Yeah, imagine if you had a steep driveway. People would just be like, nah, you're done.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
we're
no
sorry,
thanks.
we can't help you.
All the way up this hill?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, they would just be the quick stop. Like, you stuck? All right, have a good day. And
You got a tow strap?
You got,
No.
Yeah, you're going to tow me up my driveway? Yeah.
No? See ya.
We'll
See
pull
ya.
you to the street,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. Good luck.
They pushed me out to the street, and I'm so grateful. Ridiculously grateful. Because I was frustrated. I was like, just don't cry. Don't cry. Don't freaking cry.
So I tell myself every morning.
Every
Honestly,
morning.
Yeah, it's my pep talk.
Honestly.
As you
Yes.
get ready for work.
Yeah, just don't cry today. Don't cry in front of these kids. Last time they bullied you.
I believe it. You taught them how to wrestle in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, one of these days. I feel if they wouldn't use it against you, I feel like it'd be a good thing for them. Yeah, it'd be cool. Though I work with the old striking coach from Legacy, Isako. Remember Ali?
Ali.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess everyone would know him as Ali, but like at work, it's all last names. A weird
I like
thing.
Ali.
You work with him.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah, a crazy thing. And
Small world for sure.
yeah, so we were working, and obviously like, he's not going to teach the kids, but he was talking about bringing in like a class or some sort of group to our work for the employees, which would probably be pretty good because
That would be dope.
the stuff that they show you is like they make you do trainings, right? It's like called control tactics, but the stuff they show you is just like, no way that works. Like if someone actually attacked you, there, right? This isn't working. At one point, they were like, all right, if you're on the ground, they're kicking you, you're going to block with this hand, cover your face, but then you're going to grab their leg and you're just going to roll them over like a steamroller type thing. And once they fall on the ground, you just keep rolling up their body and like their like arms are going uncontrollably. I was like, you would never do that. Like,
No.
Why would you do that? So, like that's what they teach you.
Were
So
you like let's try it.
Yeah, let's try
now.
this. And then
Can I
someone
be the person
demonstrated.
that's kicking you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and shit, yeah. And then like to be the person who like demonstrates it, like all you had to do is like tighten your leg, and then they can't roll you over, right? Like it was hard to get through that whole week of class too.
I believe it.
And it's just someone who knows, even the minorest of things. It was enough to be like, no way, this is a thing. Like,
Oh, good.
this has to be just to like the state crossing their T's and dotting their I's. Like,
100%.
But where
This
do
is
they
what-
come up with it? Like, how do you have the confidence to be like, I'm going to teach people physical defense, but I don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're watching that Detroit guy.
is it the black cop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're watching
Anything
that
from, like,
stuff
that
and they're
McDojo
yes,
thing?
100%. Yeah, exactly.
What's that one other guy? Rex Kwon Do or something? He wears like the red gi with like the cut off sleeves. Hey, type that into YouTube. See if you can find that. But I actually just sent this one to my buddy Bill, and I think it's like Rex Kwon Do or I wish I could find it. That might be. That's probably it. Nah, that's not it. Let me find out what this thing's called.
Napoleon
I'll find it out.
Dynamite came
Yeah,
up.
that's basically what it is, though. But he does like these funny little skits. Do a like fake jiu-jitsu instructor with DDS. If that's mine, I don't know why it wouldn't pull up. But
I think I know who you're talking about. But his name is blanking me too.
yeah, I don't know why I can't think of it, but I'd have to scroll back so far on Instagram to find it now. But like that's what it is. It's like one of these like McDojo things. And
Yeah.
like I said, it's strictly so they can say that they've taught you something. This is what we're going to use, so you don't hurt them or hurt yourself. But like I said, it was hard to get through a whole week of classes and harder to take it serious.
Did you learn pressure
Yeah, I
points?
believe it.
Yeah, I learned how to make the kids poop their pants from one touch.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Take that one on dates.
Yeah, it was. With Hunter.
It didn't work. That's
Yeah.
why we're still together.
No, you didn't mind when he pooped his pants.
He was fine.
Yeah.
I was like, that's great.
Yeah. So he's gonna teach a thing, which, like I said, like, and everyone I was in class with, like, in my head, I was that person. I was like, you guys should just all do jujitsu. Like,
Yeah.
You guys should just go to a class.
You didn't say that out loud?
No, I didn't want to feel like
That's
a
what you were saying.
weirdo. and,
You didn't
like,
wanna be that
who's
guy. Yeah,
Pushing,
that guy.
Who's pushing the cult on everybody, So
Sometimes
some
the
people,
cult is good for people.
Some people knew, and one of the guys who was the instructor is a Japanese jiu-jitsu black belt. So take that as you may. So I think it's a lot more like little small joint stuff and standing stuff.
That's what I think. I've looked into that before.
Yeah. So he was teaching it. So he knew like I trained jiu-jitsu and whatnot, and someone else like I work with was in the same class with me. So like they knew, but even then I was like, I don't even want to like tell anyone else, so we can just keep that between us, because I don't want to be like the guy that gets volunteered for something or anything. Like I just
Yeah.
want to like stand in the back and pretend like, oh, this is great. Thanks for showing me this.
I'll definitely use all.
I
this.
will use all. Yeah, and it was tough. Like, but it's the same thing. Like I don't want attention on myself. Right?
Yeah.
Odd enough because we're sitting here on microphones, but like
Says the guy with the podcast.
yeah,
That's funny,
right.
Yeah.
Yep. But if you
absolutely.
see me in public, let's pretend we don't see each other, and we'll be perfectly fine.
I don't know you. I'm not going to show you anything.
I won't show you.
We'll just go about our
anything. Yeah.
day, you know?
And that was how I got through the whole class. I'm like, oh, yep. And then when they like, they corrected things I did too. Like, and
Oh,
like,
that's
and
the
in my
best.
head, I'm correcting the entire class. I'm like, that
Mm-hmm.
won't work. That won't work either. Don't do that shit. But then when they do it, and like, so it was this guy and like one of the probation officer girls that was there doing
God, I'd
it.
love to be a
And
fly
I
on
don't
the
think
wall
she
for
had a
this whole thing.
background.
Me too.
What was it?
I
I'd love to
wish-
be a fly on the wall for this whole thing.
Fuck, I wish I was. Like, I just would have rather been nothing, anything else but that. So then like the girl who was teaching it also, I don't think she has a background in anything. Like, I think her background when she told us something about ourselves when we all had to introduce yourself, right?
Love that.
And yep, it
the
was
icebreaker.
fuck yeah. And yeah, I'd rather keep the ice intact on that. But it was like her background was in dance, and I was like, it helps us nothing, you know?
No.
Like, why would you be teaching this?
She teach kicks.
No, I don't think you're allowed to kick or strike or do anything.
Okay, no striking.
It was only if like they have a weapon or something and you were like fighting for your life, then
kick
like
the
then
gun.
you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And yeah, so she was doing this, and like I felt like, and nothing wrong with being a girl instructor. I mean, as we have one right here.
Yeah, no, tell me
But
more.
you have a background, and yeah, I could tell you everything. Miss.
What's wrong
Yeah.
with female
I'm a guy.
instructors?
Yep. So like, if you have a background in anything,
Yeah.
anyone can instruct something, right?
Right, agreed.
But if your background's in interpretive dance,
You shouldn't be instructing combat.
hey, and if you happen to see this, I don't know what your background in dance is, and it could be a really tough dance. I don't know.
Could be capoeira.
It could be capoeira.
Could be
Yes,
capoeira.
it could be salsa, and it could be ballet. I wouldn't know, but she would correct stuff, and I'm like,
I feel like we don't go to dance studios and teach people how
yeah.
to dance.
And it was tough for that. I was just like, oh, all right, yep, I'll do that. Yep, I'll make sure I do that, and okay, yep. All right, great. Yep, I'll do it that way.
Definitely will do this and get killed because you.
I will do this. Yep, and
asked
get
me to do
attacked
that,
by
but-
all these
Yep,
monsters.
that's fine.
I won't because
Yeah.
I fight for real.
Yeah.
And I do this for real.
Yeah. And then one of the things they showed was like the UPA escape, right? Like the knee in the butt, trap the arm, and roll them over.
Love that.
And of course they had like.
You're like, yeah, that's up my alley.
I was like, yeah, all right, yep, we'll do this. No need to show it twice. We can get it done. And then they're like, all right, but make sure you do this. And Dad, I'm like,
Did they correct you?
They corrected me. I was like, fuck. Okay, yep. Okay.
Sounds like you need to give back that jiu-jitsu brown belt.
I know, right?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Next, you just need to keep it in your pocket.
That's
And
what-
so, like, when you get on the ground to do it, you take
Yeah.
it out, put it to
Yeah.
the side.
Let me see what this thing says. Yeah, no, yeah. So yeah, and anyways, I got corrected enough. I had to text Roger and be like, sorry, I'm a shitty brown belt, and
As you
I
should.
don't know how to defend myself.
Good for you.
In any situation. Yep. So yeah, I'm a white belt again.
Jiu-jitsu doesn't work in the streets, guys.
It doesn't work in jails. It doesn't work in the streets. It only works on
Mats.
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 Yes.
Yes.
With your shoes off.
Yeah.
Comfortable mats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, so that's what I've been up to. What have you guys been up to?
Go ahead, Miss Stephanie.
That's, you're working in the jails.
Yeah, the kids jail, like McLaughlin. Yeah,
You're working
yep,
at
the kids
NYC.
jail. Yep.
Gotcha.
Which is a great job. Like I thought it was going to be an in between thing. Like I was like, all right, like I made it to the last stage of the fire department, and I wasn't one of the 10 that got picked, but I was like, all right, I'm just going to reapply in October when it opens back up, or in November, whenever it was. And I liked the job so much. It's the first job I've been to that I
Yay.
actually enjoy. I didn't even get back on and see when they opened up the register for the fire department again.
I love that for you.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, this is great.
Yeah.
And then you kind of just like, there's a lot of like hanging out, and like you're trying to like hang out with them and make it as, kind of easy as possible. It's kids jail,
Yeah.
but like they're not trying to be like, listen, kid, you're in jail. Like, all right, well, you have very thick steel doors you're locked behind a lot of the time. But there's also like a lot of other stuff, like they're in classes, like school, like if it's Monday through Friday and like the school year, they're in school, they get like some gym time. There's a lot of stuff, and like, fuck, these kids eat amazing.
I believe.
Like better than the school district meals. Like I'm eating like 3-course meals. I eat delicious salads every shift.
Hell yeah.
It's like the perfect salad bar. Yeah. Like I don't have to bring anything.
Hey, this isn't an invitation.
At school,
The-
you can't eat it. Like the teachers or anything can't eat this.
Oh yeah, shoot. Like
Oh, at the school? Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
Can't eat anything.
no, shit.
Anything that is given out to
It-
kids, they can't eat.
Yeah. Well, you just gotta put yourself in harm's way and work there, because it's worth it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah.
that so much for you.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
That is cool.
And then like the shifts are cool too, because they like not all the units do this, but like they'll put out like a shift bid. Unfortunately, like I'm the newest person there, so I'm at like whatever block of shifts is left. So it was all graveyard shifts, but they let you switch it with other people. So like I have a couple graves here, a day shift on Tuesday. I work tonight, and then yeah, it's just kind of all over the place. But they let you switch with people, so it's pretty cool.
Nice, yeah, that
So
is cool.
you can kind of, as long as you know the right people and they get to switch with you, then you kind of get to make your own schedule.
Yeah.
So it's been pretty nice.
I
That's
love
nice.
that. NYC people.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good job.
Yeah, it is a good job too. It's pretty fun.
Love that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the last time I was on, if we talked about my injured ankle. So it was like a freak accident. I had just gotten back into jiu-jitsu after like my busy kiddo schedules.
Yeah.
And so I went to go for an open mat, and this like, somebody went to go throw me, and it was an absolute freak accident. Like, they stapled my foot into the mat while pushing me back, which hyperextended the top of my foot also. Yeah. And so I heard a pop. It was obviously bad. I couldn't walk on it for a couple days. And me being super stubborn, I had gotten like 3 MRIs this year already. Yeah. And they're like $1,000 each, like $1,200 each with insurance. And so I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to get an MRI. I'm not getting this checked out. I sit and then call it good. And then after a week of like kind of not using it, I felt like I could put weight on it again. And so I started just doing other workouts. I didn't feel stable enough to like go right back into jiu-jitsu. And so I've been out of jiu-jitsu for like almost like 2 months and a half, almost 3 months.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long time.
I took a break, and it might have been, it's probably last episode, like I was in a break, and it lasted like 2 months. And honestly, I had a great time.
I'm still sort of in a break. I go in every now and again, but I keep saying that I'm going to get back in it, and then I never get back into it for the whole week. I always end up doing something. Or
I've been trying to do like
life is busy, you know. Life is crazy busy.
Yeah. Life is tough, you know.
It's like, so jiu-jitsu and MMA, all of it was my whole life.
Yeah.
All of it, all of the time, hours, so many hours at the gym. I literally did not see anything else happening for myself other than being at the gym. And so when this forced me to take a break, I had to take a step back. And then it really helped me understand, like, I am not just this. I am not just defined by this, like, by MMA and jiu-jitsu. And this is not like, I've been able to step back into like a student role and fall in love with like, am I going to jiu-jitsu because Hunter's really into jiu-jitsu and because I've involved myself so deep in a community that's super into MMA and jiu-jitsu? Yeah. Or am I doing this for me? And I've been able to answer that question and had gotten the urge to go back. And so I've been slowly, I think not yesterday, it was maybe some point this week, Monday maybe, I made it back. And it was like the second day that I'd been to jiu-jitsu, and I felt pretty good. It was the first time that I like rolled. Yeah. And I felt pretty good, and I wanted to do that for me. That didn't feel forced. That didn't feel like I have to win every single match. Like I've been very chill, very happy, and very just like in my own space with it.
Very nice.
I have a much healthier relationship with it right now.
I feel like that too. Like once I got back, like once I took like the 2 months off, I was like, holy shit, like I didn't even know I could do that.
Yeah.
I know, same.
And I got like a few wrestling rounds in with him and like in here since like there's mats now. So that was nice. Like I just do whenever I want. I don't got to wake up at 5 a.m. And then like I was like, all right, I'm ready to go back. So, you know, got everything back together and then went in and then like I've been going like Wednesdays and Fridays. But man, even like the last couple of weeks, I've only been going Friday. Yeah. Like I went this morning, I almost didn't go. But it's been so nice and like I said, like freeing to know like, oh, I could say no to this. Like,
agreed.
I'm in control of my life, not jiu-jitsu, not the gym.
Right. I didn't think it had such a huge hold on me, but it really did. And it was like my whole identity. Yeah. And I didn't think I'd be like one of those people, but it was so involved in that way.
Me too. And even now, like I still have that struggle with like, do I even want to put the gi on to like get the black belt? Because Roger's thing is like the belt belongs to the gi. So he wouldn't promote anyone who didn't put the gi on. So for Fridays we do like situational half gi, half no gi. So I go in for that. Like that's I put the gi on. We're good. I still get a little bit of training in. But for the most part, it's like all no gi, like just enough, and hopefully it works out. But even then, like some days I'll go back and forth, and I'll talk with David too. I'm like, I don't even know if I care about black belt anymore. Like I could just be a brown belt forever, and then just be a great brown belt who just beats everybody. Yeah. At the same time, like it'd be nice to have like the little pat on the back and reward to be like, yeah, I'm a black belt. But fuck, I don't know if it's enough to like keep it up or just do what I want to do because I like it. Because even then, like having the 2 months off is freeing, and like I'm not putting a chore on myself and making myself do these things. Putting the gi on is kind of a chore.
I hear that.
And
I haven't put the gi on since like actually put the gi on since I broke my finger.
Yeah.
And it's
You
been
broke
like
your finger?
like it's been a few months. It's been like last winter,
What
I
finger
think.
did you break?
My pinky.
Oh man.
It's all
Yeah, it does have a weird curve in it.
Oh,
It's
it
all
does.
curved.
Yeah.
It
Dude, it
does.
looks like you put the gi on all the time. Look how bulge those knuckles are.
I know. I like the gi. So before I broke my finger, I loved gi.
Yeah.
Like I was a big proponent of gi helps you in MMA because Josh was Josh was always like, if you're playing gi and you're playing with no gi grips, like you're not grabbing onto the gi and people are using the gi against you, it'll make you better fighting against the non-gi grips.
See that
Will it though?
I mean,
sounds like he's brainwashing
I think so.
you.
But I also just I
You'll
like
get better
gi.
at breaking grips.
Sounds
I like
you've
gi
been
because I
groomed.
will choke somebody
There's
with
no-
their jacket.
Yeah, but I mean,
Hey, I wear
That's a
flannels all
power
I
the
also
time.
feel like, is it? I'm like, fuck, I don't ever wear a jacket.
I wear flannels
You
every day.
never. Yeah, you're like in shorts and
All right.
a tank top.
I'll choke somebody with my flannel then.
I'll choke you with my jacket then.
Then with my jacket.
Joe Rogan over here. I
Yes.
can choke you with that jacket, you know?
Yes.
I never wear ties. Someone could choke me with that.
I'll kill you with your jacket, sir.
But you know, like the argument, like, have you heard it? Like the jacket, right? Like the gi simulates that. So like if you're in the streets, I was like, well, most people in the streets aren't wearing jackets. They're just in like t-shirts, you know?
But clothes.
We live in
gi
Alaska.
Simulates real life situations.
We live
for
in
it.
Alaska. People wear jackets.
Well, I mean, it's only Alaska in 9 months of the year. Guys.
9 months of the year,
Yeah.
we're all just wearing jackets,
Yeah.
or at least a hoodie, you know.
Yeah. Nonetheless, hate the gi. And one day I will just put it away and never wear it again.
I am in the middle, so that I have a balance of both. I'm like, so I get the importance of the gi. That makes sense to me. The black belt would be amazing to have, although I'm not so tied to it as much since the break has happened.
Yeah.
But I also like when you are doing no-gi jiu-jitsu, everything's so slippery and everything is just like so difficult to hold on
Love it.
to.
Yeah. That's how I like it.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And it does force, like, you have to be very innovative with how you grip somebody, like the Russian tie, or like how you hold somebody by the neck or by
It
the
makes
back
my
of their
escapes easier.
I know, right? It makes my shitty jujitsu seem like it's
Yes.
planned.
That's
Exactly.
true. Yeah, exactly.
We're just scrambling, guys. This is
Scrambles. It's just scrambles.
I meant to do that.
It's definitely not the fact that I couldn't grip onto him at all.
Right.
Yeah, and then you roll with someone in the gi and like let them put you in side control and you can't move.
Can't move
And
at
it's
all.
Like, well, yeah, this
Look at all
sucks.
this friction.
Like you're lucky you were in the gi. Like I'd have been wormed out of here by now, guys.
Yeah. Do you say that to them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah,
You're so lucky.
I have something to say anytime someone even gets close to submitting.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, like if I'm tired, shit doesn't count. I'm tired.
Yeah.
You know, like, fine, good job, bro. You submitted the gassed out person who doesn't have cardio.
Yeah. No, I do the same thing, honestly. I'm not going to lie.
I just rolled around. I'm tired.
It's like, cool, bro. You just tapped a blue belt. Have fun.
Yep. Good job, bro.
You guys are
Yeah.
so funny.
Bro, you're so cool, dude.
I'm giving out handshakes right now. I'm just like, good for you. You
Good
got
for
me.
you.
That was
Yeah.
amazing.
And
This
then
white belt got me in an arm bar, and I was
Wow,
like,
you're strong.
Yeah. Oh, that was.
That's
real
my
strong.
favorite
Go.
one. That's my
So
favorite
strong.
one.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh wait, just stop right there. Turn my wrist a little. There you go. There you go. That's yeah, that's my favorite one.
I hate you.
I would never do that, but I also have really good defense because my jiu-jitsu is so bad. Like once you like roll with like really, really good people all the time, like when I was coming up, it was just like fucking killers in our morning class. Like I had
Yeah.
no choice but to get good at like defending and escape. So that's really all I have going for me.
Defense
I
is
really
great.
like to defend, honestly.
Yeah.
I just defend until they get tired, and then I play my game.
Yeah.
That's what I tell myself.
Hopefully
in
people get
MMA.
tired.
Yeah.
In MMA and Jiu-Jitsu, I'm like, I'm just waiting for you to get tired, and
Yeah.
then it's on.
That's why I tell myself. But by the time you're tired, I'm way more tired. And then it's just like I hope I can get one of these stupid moves from the bottom, and that's it.
1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah. Man, instructing at the boxing place still?
Oh my
Oh, yeah,
gosh.
how's that
Was it,
been?
is it
You
Rumble
guys,
boxing? Is that
yeah.
what it's called? Okay, yeah.
So I told you, I think the last time I remember talking to you guys about, like, I thought I started at Rumble. I needed some extra money is why I applied. And I went to one Rumble class back when they had their open house about a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And I walked in because my friend begged me to, and I was like, fine. And I felt really uncomfortable at first. And then I fell in love.
Like a participant in the class?
Yeah, just as a participant. Because it was boxing inspired.
Yeah.
And I was like, at that time, my ego when it came to boxing was just like this isn't it, you know, like I just felt so like uncomfortable in that space. And I felt like the people that are going there are brand new to boxing and they're just getting comfortable with the idea of this, like practicing or training this kind of violence, but they're never going to use it, right? They're not using it for the purpose of like, I'm going to get into the ring. I'm using it as a workout.
And
cardio
boxing.
Exactly. Like a cardio boxing class. And so like for me, it was like this weird, like I can't show off. You feel me? Like I don't want to show off. I don't want to be that person.
You probably could,
I need
though.
to tone it
You
down.
put nerds in there.
Just go in. That's what I would do. If honestly, so the guys at the gym have talked about going to the Rumble classes, and it just sounds like all these dudes just want to rip the bag at every punch, just nonstop ripping the bag, loud as it can be.
But don't you remember being so new and doing the same thing? Like not knowing that there's like this whipping action you can do with your hands, right? Like it's like soft, hard, right? And so I felt really uncomfortable. And then I heard they were hiring and I was like, I'm a coach. They need a coach. Let me go. And so I just applied. And then the head trainer, when they accepted me in training, she was like, you need to come to way more classes before we start like fully integrating you in. And so I did. I started going more often. And then I realized the coaching position or the trainer position is just so intense. The trainer is doing so much. There's so much multitasking going on. There's so many elements and so much stimulation going on that I was like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? But I knew that it would elevate me as a trainer. And so I kept it up, learned the curriculum. It took me like 2.5, almost 3 months, the whole time that my ankle's been hurt, to get like to understand it and then pick it up. And I'm in love with it. I think it's so fun. I got to teach my first friends and family class to my friends and family. And nice. The person that I was most nervous about was Hunter. I was like, because Hunter's all about MMA, all about like, he's just so good at what he does. And I feel like when I would describe this to him, he got the same feelings that I got when I first went, where it was like, oh, I feel like it's going to be a little cringy. But he loved it and said he would totally do it again.
If he was the one showing off in front of everybody. Like you just went in there and he was just
ripping the bag.
He went hard,
throwing out in front of everyone.
Everybody did their best. Everyone worked out so hard. And you're right. Like when you first start going, everyone's hitting really hard because that's what you think about when you punch. You're like, tense up every single muscle in my body, wing it all the way back, and then boom, come on through with it.
How long are the classes?
They're 45 minutes.
It's a long time to be throwing hard punches.
Well, it's like 5 rounds on the bag side, 5 rounds on the floor side. And so like half of the class you're hitting bags, the other half you're lifting. Yeah. And so it's like it's like club. So like you're at the club, at the nightclub, but you're learning how to box. And you're learning how to lift weights. And so somebody's telling you what to do. So it's like lights low, music hot, lights changing, it's dark. And so it takes away that element of like, nice. Everybody's judging me. You feel me? And then I'm on a stage, so I'm not directly making eye contact with you. And all that you see is like you in that bag or you in your weights. And I think it's really brilliant. Whoever created this, like really smart. And a lot of people really find a lot like joy in it. And they feel very empowered by it. And I love that energy. And so I like feed off of it. And I've only taught like live a few classes, 2 classes so far. I'm teaching the boxing only and the 45-minute like boxing lifting class, and I'm having a really good time.
Do they have not live classes to teach?
Not live? What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, you said you only taught 2 live ones. Like, do they have other ones there?
They like the trainer by live. I mean, like I was only teaching to the head trainer because I had to practice. I had to practice so many times in order for her to be like. in front of the head trainer before she was like, okay, now you can go in front of the client.
Yeah.
Because there's so much
Was
to
it
learn.
just the head trainer?
It was
that
just
would
the
be
head trainer.
so awkward.
Fucking
So like, it's
awkward.
like you're practicing
Good for
for
you.
a play.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
It's like you're working, like, this is your play. Here's your lines.
Yeah.
Learn them, rehearse them, go.
Yeah.
And then you're acting in front of this head trainer.
Like, can you go, please? If you leave, I'll do this.
Yeah.
I
That
can't do
is-
this in front of you.
That is exactly how it
Yeah.
felt. It was like the stage fright. I had such bad stage fright, but this really helped me overcome that.
I
'cause
believe
you
it.
I
have-
bet if you could do
Yeah.
that, like one,
It's like, are you gonna at least follow along with what I'm saying? Or are you just gonna sit there
can you actually take my class
and grade me?
It's
She
'cause
is. She's sitting there and she's going
That
like,
is
that's the,
the
problem,
worst
yeah.
part.
For me,
Yeah,
that's the problem. Like,
Yes.
it'd be one thing. Like, I could probably get through it, if that was just what I was supposed to do in front of a whole group.
Mm-hmm.
But I would never even get to the group because if it was just me and the one person judging me, like just one-on-one, I'd leave. I'm like, yeah, sorry.
I can't do this. There was one time
not me.
I did cry. I just, she was like, what are you feeling? And I was like, I just started crying.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I can do this. It's just so intimidating and overwhelming. And she's like, look, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you learn the curriculum. You're not here by accident. We do want you here.
Mm-hmm.
You have the personality for it. You just need to work on this, practice it, and then go for it.
Yeah.
And then when the night of my friends and family class was like the first time I was going to do it in front of all these people.
Yeah.
And so I had a panic attack. And then the time came, and then I turned on the microphone and I went, here we go, everybody. Welcome to your 45-minute Rumble class.
Yeah.
I'll meet you guys in the studio. Let's go. And
Hey,
just turn it on.
what would you have done if you said that? Turn it on, like, all right, everyone, here we go. And they all start laughing at you.
I'd laugh back. I'd laugh
Yeah.
with them. You have
I'd
to be
laugh.
super
Right.
charismatic.
walk right out,
Yeah.
dude. I'm gone.
It's not
Much-
me
you
teaching.
are braver than me.
Funny.
Yep, your instructor will be here soon, guys. Meet them in the room.
Hand it off.
Like,
to
I'll
the
be
next-
joining you guys. Yep.
Yep, I'll be right down there with you.
I think most of the head or instructors there, the training instructors there, so like they know the curriculum, they know what they're looking for, and so
Yeah.
that was really nerve wracking. And then I had my friends and family. I had
Yeah.
Hunter there. I had my boss from my day job there.
Is that what they do for everyone on their first class?
Yes.
That makes sense.
to like warm you up?
Yeah. Like what an easy just
Yeah.
dip your toe in, right?
Yeah. And then this week is like Icons Week. So every day they're doing like a combination inspired by a certain boxer.
Yeah.
And so today is Canelo Alvarez. And then tomorrow I get to teach Manny Pacquiao. And so very similar to like when we do Muay Thai, we're holding pads and
Yeah.
we like practice the combo. We start off with a jab, 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 cross, and warm up to the big head combo. We do the
Yeah.
same in Rumble. So like I'll teach you the first few steps of the combo, and then we work up to the big finish, and then we
Yeah.
have like freestyles where we get to like, no, you get to freestyle. This is go ham, whatever you want, show off. If all you know is the combo, go for the combo.
Yeah. Oh, sounds fun.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
So now you guys have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
too
wanted to
embarrassed
go.
Now
to
you and
take
your
a
friends have to
class,
go?
yeah.
I'll go take a class.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Fuck, I don't know. I'm too much of like an introvert to.
We'll put you in the back, in the
perfect.
corner.
Yeah. So make sure you turn my light all the way off. Just I would be hiding. I'd like wear sunglasses and a hat so no one can see me.
I'll turn off all the lights.
Yeah, perfect. Then I'll go.
Okay, cool.
Man, what have you been up to? I mean, not training, right?
No, I've
So
just
you went from
been-
having a fight booked,
Having a fight booked.
first fight, pro MMA debut.
Yes.
No more boxing warm-ups, no more
Nothing.
jiu-jitsu tournaments. It was it. We were ready to get in the cage and fight.
Let's go.
And now you barely train.
I barely train. I sit at home a lot.
It's been a crazy year.
Dang.
I do a lot of housework
Yeah.
and work regular. Since the snow dropped, I've been doing a lot of shoveling, and
Oh, yeah.
5-6 hours of shoveling is not great.
No.
And then I don't really want to go train after that.
I don't
That makes
blame you.
sense.
So it's like I go home,
Yeah.
but
Well,
yeah, life changed really fast. I won't get into a whole lot of detail,
Yeah, that's
but
fine.
I moved. I got a roommate. I'm not in a relationship.
yeah.
So like,
If you want to know all
He's
the
single.
details, follow me on OnlyFans, and I'll reveal everything.
got an OnlyFans, No,
What's your
definitely not.
Instagram name? It's
Alaskan scum.
There you go, Alaskan Scum. OnlyFans.
Yep.
/OnlyFans.
/OnlyFans. Yep. Follow the link tree.
It's your
No,
feed.
but I need to get back in. like she said, I kind of have been trying to figure out the reason why I started training, and
it's tough. Like once you take that break, and like for any amount of time, right? Like if I took a week break right now, come next Monday, I'd be like, yeah, I could take one more day off.
Yeah.
And then obviously 2 months goes by, then it's like I could just not go back at all.
When I broke my fingers, when it really started the break, because then I didn't train like at all.
Yeah.
For a few months, and then I went to California in June for the jiu-jitsu retreat.
Yeah.
And then after that, came back and maybe was consistent for a month or two, and then fell off again.
Who that jiu-jitsu retreat was Mason Fowler?
Yeah, it was Mason Fowler up in Mendocino, the Grapplers retreat on Instagram.
Yeah, and he's about to have a match with Gordon Ryan.
Is
that the Fight Pass one?
I believe so. It might be, or it's.
I think it's the Invitational.
I think it is.
Man, he's gonna get destroyed.
Really? You think so?
For sure. He sucks.
What?
Yeah, and I say that as a brown belt who got demoted to white belt because I can't do control tactics.
I'm gonna have to disagree because I like Mason. He's a cool dude.
I don't actually think he sucks. I think he's pretty cool. But I say that because he beat Craig Jones in the EBI rules, so that doesn't really count.
Fair enough.
But Craig beat him in ADCC where it really counts.
I hear that.
So, but man, like I don't know what he's been doing. Like I don't even know if he did like the last trials, but
I think his last match was at like Spokane Submission something.
Yeah, I know he like
that Chael Sonnen was a part of.
The Submission Underground?
No, it wasn't Submission Underground. It was something in Washington.
Okay.
Yeah, just some smaller thing.
Yeah, I mean that's a tough one. I think one of the things they just run out of people for Gordon to face, right?
I believe it.
Like, do you really want to watch Gordon beat someone for the third time? Do you want to watch him beat Craig for the fourth time?
Yeah.
Or the Felipe match would be a good one.
I think
right?
that one.
But even then, after the last one, when Felipe quit 45 minutes through. For good reasons, though. I mean, his best friend just got murdered the night before that morning.
Oh.
Yeah. And then they kind of like tricked him into still grappling that day.
Yeah.
Even though he tried to get out of it. So he had all the reason to quit or like not even show up if he didn't want to. But like, who else are you going to have a match with?
So wasn't there, who's the guy that he still hasn't faced that he was supposed to face and then he got like, his stomach issues happened, or
for Gordon, right? Who he was supposed to face.
Yeah, the guy that it was the only guy that has still beat him that he hasn't beaten yet.
Vinny.
Yeah,
Vinny Magalhaes.
I think so. I think that would be the only other one that I'd like to see.
He had a win over him in some weird rule set, and I don't even remember what the show was, but it was kind of an odd ruled rule set, and he ended up beating him by like a point or some sort of advantage or something. But so that one was supposed to happen, then he pulled out of that one. Yeah. But and then he has a match coming up with Lucas Hulk Barbosa.
Don't even know who that is.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good. But he's beat him before in ADCC, I believe.
Yeah.
So, but on the same card, they have. Hey, can you pull that up? Look up the next UFC Fight Pass Invitational. I think. No, you'd probably have to go to like the UFC.com or something. Fight Pass Invitational. But they go to 4 if it pulls up. It's June 29th. I guess it might be 5, but it could be 4. But it's like Felipe Pena versus Nicholas Marigali, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Marigali.
And then Craig Jones is on that one too. Go to that one that returns to the UFC Apex. See what that is. Felipe. No, that was the last one. I don't know. But they have some good ones on that one.
Yeah, it's the UFC Fight Pass Invitational 5 is Mason versus Gordon, and then Nick Marigali and Felipe Pena.
Yeah.
And then GSP will be on the commentary team.
Oh, because he was supposed to have a match with Nick Diaz.
Was he really?
Yeah, in a grappling match. So that would have been fun.
That would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, but then GSP got hurt or Nick Diaz got hurt or something, so it didn't happen. What else is coming up? Do you guys watch the last UFC card?
I did not, sadly. I was on my way to Fairbanks.
No? It was good. It was all right.
I heard it was some upsets. I heard Aspinall won. And
he did, yeah. Knocked him out like the first round, I think.
Peloton won.
Yeah. I actually thought Yuri was going to win.
I also thought Yuri was going to win. I thought his unorthodox style was going to come out.
That's what I said. Someone was like, yeah, you don't think it's going to be, tough for him to get to Alex Behera because of this? I was like, no, I actually think it's going to be opposite. It's going to be hard for Alex to get to Yuri because Yuri's so unorthodox.
Yeah, he's a goofball. He fights crazy.
And it was good while it lasted.
Yeah.
And then obviously he ended up getting knocked out. So.
And then Andrade, I heard, beat up Mackenzie Dern pretty bad.
Yeah, it was like a TKO, but and honestly, like if the ref like knew what was going on, like that she was gonna get hit and then pull guard a bunch of times, then they could have let it keep going. But at the same time, she got dropped 4 times in that match. So
Mackenzie Dern did.
Yeah.
Oh man, I thought I don't know what I was seeing on Instagram, but I thought she won.
No. Hey, so her last 2 fights, if you guys watch her last 2 fights while she was with Jason Perillo, like her striking was looking good, right? She beat Angela Hill. And Angela Hill has great striking.
Yeah, I watched both of those, and I thought she was going to do pretty good. I was like, man,
her head's not down, or her eyes closed, or her chin's not way up in the air, and she's not just winging big, wide open arm punches. Like, it was all getting like a little more crisp, and everything was tightened up. This match looked like 5 fights ago. Like, it was the worst striking that I've seen from her.
I'm going to have to look it up.
Yep, it was hard to watch. And then, of course, like, you go in that fighting like the former champ and a knockout artist like Jessica Andrade, it was not good.
But hasn't she been on a losing streak? Andrade?
Yeah, but I mean, like that was like Wei Li Zhang. I don't know who else. Rose was in that.
Yeah, I think.
So I mean, it was like the top 3 girls in the world, right? And Mackenzie's like floating in the top 10, fighting, numbers 8 through 15.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big step up.
I always think it's funny when I see the ESPN videos or the MMA videos of they're talking about Mackenzie Dern and how she has a fake Brazilian accent.
Yeah.
I always think those are so funny.
Yeah, like she's born in like Arizona or Colorado or something.
Yeah.
But then like went to Brazil
and lived there for
most
like
of her life.
Years. It's like, of course she's going to develop
she's going to develop a little bit of an accent. I mean, she still speaks perfectly good English.
Yeah.
She can understand everything. She just says a lot and has like a little bit of an accent that a pretty heavy accent, but
it's like
understandable.
Yeah.
Right?
I just think it's so funny.
Yeah,
I always see him every time she fights. I see the same video every single time.
Yeah. What's the next UFC card coming up?
Like pay-per-view or just?
Nah, just regular card. Oh, that sucks. Scroll down. No, go to that one. Scroll down on that. See if there's anything good on it though. Chase Hooper. Oh, that should be actually good.
Yeah, Chase Hooper's
and
pretty
Jordan
good.
Levitt. What's his name? The Monkey King or something? Amanda Hebas. Eurosh Medic is from ABJJ, or like has trained at ABJJ. And
I heard that fight got canceled.
Did it?
It doesn't say on there.
I hope not.
Paul Craig got canceled though, but it's back at the top.
With Brendan Allen. Wouldn't that be some shit? Their horrible main event got canceled and nothing else is left. So now he trains at King's MMA. That'd be someone to reach out to, maybe eventually have on when he comes up here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because he just took a fight on short notice too, in a weight class above, ended up knocking the guy out or TKO'ing him or something.
Nice.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
And it was a decent name. I don't remember. Hey, click on that Eurosh name on the main card. Yeah, go down. It should click on it and say who he fought last. There used to be okay. Well, Eurosh. Is that? Oh yeah, Matthew Semmelsberger. But yeah, that was a weight class above what he usually does, and weathered a storm early and ended up like knocking him out.
That's freaking dope.
Him.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was pretty cool. All right, next card after that. I'm gonna try to find something good on here. Dariush versus Sarukian. Man, what a sleeper that card is.
Yeah,
though.
Seriously.
Man,
Dan Hooker.
I thought Dariush was gonna get a title shot.
I thought so too.
But then he fought Charles Oliveira.
Yep.
Dan Hooker and Bobby Green will be good.
Oh yeah, that'll be good.
Rob Font, Davison. Oh, that's Davison's debut at bantamweight, right?
Ooh, that'll be good.
Sean Brady and Kelvin Gastelum.
Yeah, this is a sleeper card for sure.
Is this a free one too? This is a free card too. That's such a good one. All right, what's on the one after? Let's just try to find something. Song versus Chris Gutierrez. Nothing even on that, huh? And then that's Covington and Edwards, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, that Shavkat versus Stephen Thompson should be really good.
Pantoja and who's that?
Brandon Royval.
Oh, Ferguson and Patty.
Against Patty the Baddie. Yeah, so that's for the flyweight title. Pantoja's the champ now.
What do you think about that, Ferguson and Patty?
I think they're feeding Tony Ferguson to the young up-and-comer to use him as like that big name to get Patty into like stardom.
And I hope Tony Ferguson kills the plan.
Can just
absolutely destroys him.
He's like on a 7-fight losing streak, isn't he? Like,
it's really bad.
Ferguson is?
Yeah.
And I hate watching him fight at this point.
Yeah,
it's like terrifying for me. I'm like,
yeah, it's sad to watch.
I don't want to watch you get beat up like this. Please retire or beat the dude's ass.
I feel like there's been some fights like he's been doing good and he has moments in all of them.
He does.
Right?
He has moments in all of them.
And like I think he even had moments in that Chandler fight, but then Chandler field goal kicked his face off of his head.
Sad.
But yeah. Man, I hope
Luque versus Ian Gary is going to be good too.
Yes, that's the fight on there. That should be like the sleeper of the night.
What a card.
Yeah, that's good stuff coming up. What did you guys watch that Tyson Fury Ngannou match?
I did not.
I watched bits
I saw
of
the
it,
highlights.
like highlights. Yeah,
that's all I saw. I only saw the highlight of when he knocked him down, but I heard like he got right.
That's what I heard as well.
That's why I watched the highlights. I wanted to know what happened.
Yeah, I heard he like dropped him. He hit him like clean a few times, and the rest of the fight I heard he was like pretty passive on, but I mean. Understandable.
I mean, if he didn't get knocked down, he should have won.
Right? Yeah. So yeah, I heard like the scorecards were kind of bullshit.
Yeah,
I heard he wasn't even close enough. I heard it was just a straight robbery. Yeah. Yeah. Especially when they have like Tyson's next match already like booked up, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so Francis Ngannou is now the boxing champ of the world. So. He is. He has some deal with them.
So he could go box and still fight for them.
Yep, and then be like some, I don't know what ambassador or like owner of PFL Africa or something, which some weird could thing. Possibly never be a thing.
And anyone who fights him has to make $1 million.
$1 million or $2 million, right?
I think it was $1 million minimum.
Yeah, which explains why he hasn't had a fight yet. Because what heavyweight over there are they going to pay $1 million?
They want him to box Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, I think that's what Francis wants, though. And like the PFL's like, hey, can you fight for us? We have one opponent is worth paying this much, and he's only around for a short time.
Yeah, isn't it Ryan Bader?
Fuck, I don't even know who it would be. Oh, probably. He's like,
or isn't he Bellator?
Yeah, actually. But PFL just bought Bellator.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I don't know how good of an investment that is because nobody watches Bellator.
Yeah.
Bellator's hard to watch.
It is. You can only watch it on Paramount.
Yeah, Plus. I meant just like in general, like trying to like keep my eyes open to watch this shit. Like this sucks, man. Like I don't know what we're watching here. It's tough for me to watch. You know what's good though? One
is really good.
One is like one of the best shows you could watch.
I agree.
And what sucks is they used to be on YouTube for free, and now they're on Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
which maybe I should cancel some stuff and get Prime back because that'd be worth it.
Yeah, I like watching one. I like watching Muay Thai and kickboxing.
Same.
Yep, they got grappling matches on there too.
Oh, yeah.
So like
those are always
everything.
good.
You want to know this? There's a good Eddie Alvarez and Mike Perry.
Oh, the bare knuckle.
Yes, the bare. Yeah,
the
I remember that one.
Titles on the line, right?
That one is going to be interesting, and I think Mike Perry takes the win all day.
Where are we at for time?
He's built for bare knuckle.
What is it? Okay. Yeah, like he is born for bare knuckle boxing, and Eddie Alvarez, I think he'll do decent in it, and he did good against Chad Mendez, but man, Eddie Alvarez is like 40 years old, and you're fighting a monster like Mike Perry, who would do this for free probably, or do this for drug money.
Yeah.
So, fuck, man. So some local stuff coming up.
Earlier. It was
what was it?
For the solid
Yeah, so
February.
Yeah, February they're gonna be at the Alaska Airlines Center.
Let's go.
is it February or is it January?
I think it's
February.
February. They
Oh,
pushed
okay.
it back
Again? Because it was supposed to be in
It was said
November or
she said-
December, and then something happened. They didn't think the cage was going to get here in time,
That's what
so
I
they
heard,
pushed
it was
it
a
back.
cage.
Dang, they did
they
it
pushed
again.
it back they pushed it back to February the first time.
Which
Yeah.
is exciting for me.
No,
'cause
she sent me what's coming up for her.
if my leg is doing better, I'd love to fight soon.
To get on that?
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to her, and she said when she comes up, because she got to come up and try to find like some sponsors and stuff for people, for her to let me know, and then we'll get her on here and talk to her. But it'd be nice if she could get like some stuff on that card too, like some grappling stuff. And then, so for her, just some fights coming up on that card is, and she said she has some secret stuff that she can't tell me because we can't say it on here, but she said is exciting stuff, and I can't wait.
Melinda's always working on some good stuff.
She's
Yeah.
fantastic. We're just
And
lucky
even
to
better,
have
like it's
her.
finally coming up here, because I mean Fairbanks is obviously a journey.
It's
to
I
a
get-
drove up there for the
trip.
fights to watch them. They
Yeah.
were actually really good.
Dude, like the show looks good.
Yeah.
Like it's in a nice big arena.
That was the second time I've been up there, and
Yeah.
it's professional both times.
Yep, it looks like a really good event.
Oh yeah,
So right now, Micah Graff for Jonathan Kunman, one of those two. Odin Barden versus Octavius McCleskey, and Manny De La Cruz versus Dustin Eads. And then
I know McCleskey and De La Cruz are both ABJJ guys.
Are they?
Yeah.
Then Micah Graff is out of Legacy.
Yeah.
He's been around for a long time. So she said, I can't speak on the big news pending, but you can absolutely say there's something up our sleeve and to stay tuned. So,
Stay tuned, everybody. Solid as a rock.
Yep. I guess February coming up into Anchorage at the Airline Center.
Yes.
So, yeah, looking forward to that. Said she has some, I don't even know if I should read all that, but also Alex Aschenbrenner versus Daniel Planbeck for the 125 title.
Oh, what?
So something good coming.
That fight got canceled, their last card, and so it should have.
Was it like his first time dropping down to 125 or?
Alex?
I think
Was that
Plombeck
it? Or
didn't
some-
make
it might have
weight
been something
or
else
something
then.
didn't show. I think Alex was there.
Okay. That might have been, it was maybe that guy had trouble making the weight.
Yeah.
Alex fought recently and did
Is it
great.
Yeah,
usually
he
for,
fought-
does
Yeah.
he usually
fought
fight at
Schlosser
135 or does
last
he usually
week.
fight at 125?
I think it's 35, but I'm honestly not sure.
I think he
Yeah.
did 135 or 145 even.
Okay. So
On
yeah,
the
so this one's for
last
125.
week
Okay. Last week?
on Ace.
At the Ace card?
Yeah.
At the Ace card, but I'm pretty sure it was a Muay Thai fight. 'Cause
That
he fought,
was a Muay Thai fight,
He
yeah.
fought Skylar Schlosser.
Okay.
I believe is how his last
Yeah.
name's pronounced.
And then Billy Christensen was supposed to send me the next like kind of bout order for the next card he has coming up, but he did not get it to me. But I'm sure there's good fights on that.
Their next fight's in January.
Is it January? Nothing
Yeah.
in December?
He's pausing for the holidays.
All right,
assume.
cool.
Yeah,
So
January
I've been
19th is what you said.
January 19th. All right. So I've been talking to him like behind the scenes, and hopefully there's some good stuff coming up. And then I'll tell you guys off air. But next time he comes into town, I'm supposed to meet with him, and then hopefully get some cool news to announce that I'm excited about. It's good for
Yeah.
me anyway.
Yeah.
And then good for him because it's like kind of stems off of something like he kind of just put out and like growing his show. I went to I guess it wasn't the last card, but it was 2 cards ago, the October 13th one.
Yeah. I tried to go to that card and it was sold out when I got there.
Was it?
I was shocked.
So
Oh, that's what I had heard.
Yeah.
It was like.
Were you shocked though?
stacked.
I was shocked because it was like 30
Very
minutes
busy.
before the door was open. Like
Oh,
before
wow.
fights. And
Yeah, they were sold out.
It was sold out.
All right. We gotta get
Thank
that
you,
show in
fight
a bigger
community.
venue.
Yes, I agree. It needs a bigger venue, but
That's
also
what we need. Because when
I'm-
we pulled up,
I'm sure
Yeah,
it was
how do-
Legacy. Half the building was Legacy. Is
How do
what
we
I'm
do
sure.
that?
I don't know, but I'm gonna
How
ask
do we
him
help
that
you,
too. Like,
Billy, get a better?
maybe he has like a great deal going
Venue.
on that like just makes that like hard to pass up. But let's get some more people at these shows.
Yeah.
Like let's get into somewhere that we can get like surround the ring with seating.
Right.
Because that's like for shows like that's the hardest thing for like for something like that, I'd assume, is like finding a venue.
Yeah, I believe that.
Agreed.
But I mean, the venue's going to make that show. Like, it's going to make or break the show.
It's especially for the fighters, because being a cutman for Nick, there's like not a whole lot of room to warm up back there.
Difficult to warm up
without also being on the eyes of your opponent, right?
Yeah.
Now your opponent's watching you warm up, watching what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
super small.
I'm watching you. I'm totally going out of my way to make sure, like,
Not
I gotta
even
go
that.
get something, and I'm watching you hit pads so that I see what you're doing and what you look like. Like, why wouldn't you?
And now you're dealing with the crowd too.
And you're dealing with, and when you walk out, you don't hear him call you out.
Oh, really?
And so you kind of just have to rely on everybody else being like, oh, hey. Like when, so I cornered Nika the last fight, and we didn't know that she got called out. I just assumed that because people were making eye contact with us, and I was like, oh, shit, fucking Nika, let's go.
I guess we're going.
Let's walk.
Yeah.
And then people get in the way of the middle of you walking. They're just
walking.
Oh, yeah,
they're just getting up and walking around, and standing up. There's people with drinks.
So frustrating.
Like the drink tray walking around. Like, if we had a bigger spot, everything would settle in a lot better.
Yes.
It would just make the show even better. But like I said, I mean, I'd imagine finding a venue is not the easiest thing in the world. And like I said, there could be reasons why he's there. Like, it could just be some unpassable opportunity.
Alcohol licensing has something to do with it.
Fuck, I didn't even think of that. Like, see,
I'm sure there's licensing.
There's a delicious food truck outside, though. That was
yeah.
Got to catch the name on that one and say it on the next podcast.
Yeah,
they have different food trucks most of the time.
Do they?
Yeah, and they're normally posted on the Facebook what their food truck is going to be.
That's great.
All right. Shoot. So, anything else you guys want to talk about?
Life is crazy.
Life is crazy.
Life is wild. Yeah, I do not doubt that 2023 has been absolutely like game changing for so many people out there.
Yeah,
There's just so many huge
record breaking snow this month.
Fuck, I know.
What?
We've had record breaking snow.
No, it's like for the month of November.
November.
It's like some record since like 1964 or something. Yeah,
like 40 plus inches.
Do you guys hear that it's supposed to go again tonight?
Yeah, we're supposed to get.
Yeah,
I heard 20 inches is what it's supposed to be tonight.
No way, it's like 2 inches or something.
Someone told me 20. I've seen other things that are like 10 or 12. But I don't ever trust what the weather app says.
Yeah, it's just supposed to stop soon.
We talked about this before too. You were like, I only believe it when I see it.
Yes, I believe it when I see it.
This says a half an inch in the next 24, which hopefully that's right.
When that snowed that bunch, that got school canceled the first day, it said it wasn't snowing at all that entire time.
Yeah. So you know what problem is with this? With the school district, the Anchorage school district, the other day, before it snowed the foot, before it ever started snowing, they canceled school. They're like, we're going to cancel school tomorrow. And there was like not a cloud in the sky. I was like, what the hell is going on right here? No, it didn't snow. It started snowing like 4 a.m. or something. I don't know what time it did. I was obviously sleeping. But it wasn't snowing when they canceled school. And it didn't start snowing for a while after that. And then the next day, like, everyone still went to work. Everything was there. Like, it wasn't that bad. You know, it's Alaska. If you can't handle snow, then you probably shouldn't live in Alaska.
I agree.
And if you can't handle snow, then you probably shouldn't be in charge of who goes to school and who goes to work. Then the next day, when it was done snowing, they were like, we're going to cancel school tomorrow, too. You know what? Why not? It wasn't even snowing anymore. The roads are obviously only pretty much going to get better as more gets packed down, or maybe a grader will actually come through our neighborhood. And then today, like, it's Wednesday, they're like, fuck it. We're going to cancel school again. Well, today school's canceled today.
For tomorrow, they haven't announced it yet, right?
Not yet.
We don't know if school's...
But you know what? It's supposed to snow next month. We'll probably just cancel
school tomorrow, you guys. Overnight road checks. Just got the message.
So now they're going on checking roads or driving around like... Goodness.
Did they go into neighborhoods or just on the main roads?
I don't know. I saw something they're like,
sucked.
that was like the yesterdays.
For sure. Yeah, that is like, trash.
Me and the other superintendents drove around neighborhoods today, and we've come to the conclusion that we're going to cancel school again tomorrow. Okay. And it was just like, man, you guys are crazy. But they did this last year too.
They canceled this much school when I was in school.
That's what I had heard. I was like, I got people that were born and raised here in Alaska who are now older are like, I got one snow day my whole school career.
It was BS.
And they never canceled school then. No. And then they did this last year too, though. They just canceled school for no reason, kept doing it. Yeah, to the point last year where they started adding days, and then they added an hour to the day. They're like, all right, every day we're going to add an hour for the next month and a half or something.
This seems barbaric.
I also heard the plowing has never been this bad.
Yeah.
Like it
Which is crazy because how we started off this episode was apparently they manned up the forces and got more plows involved this year, and it's shittier than ever.
I don't know how accurate it is, but a little birdie had told me that like some of even the plow people had to take snow days.
Yeah.
And so they're like, I can't make it to work because
I saw something today. They're like, yep, it's behind, but they're working tireless hours and they're working nonstop. I'm like, when? I haven't seen a single person.
Hit my neighborhood, please.
Yeah.
They don't care about neighborhoods. All they care about the main roads.
And
I'll be real with you.
And when you drive on those main roads, they don't even care about them too much because those are those washboard roads. Like my car's shaking.
Can't argue with that.
Tutor is
I'm driving sideways but still going forwards. Like things all over the road.
Yeah, I'm like, wait.
Everyone's gonna need some suspension checks next summer.
That's what it is.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that.
Shit rattling around in my dashboard.
Yeah,
like
now.
Speeding through it.
Your alignment's gonna be gone.
I'm like, you don't feel it if you go fast.
That's how I do it too. I'm like, you guys are stupid. Driving 30 miles an hour on Tudor. What are you doing? Back to 50, and then I'm like, man, my car's probably fucked.
My friends on Facebook that are like, how are you little cars doing it? And I'm like, the same as you, bro. Like,
Jesus takes the wheel when these little cars.
Jesus takes the wheel.
I drive a truck. It's very nice.
There you go. Yeah. I drive a Subaru. No big deal. It's built for this.
4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Got a little Chevy Malibu.
Yeah, not good. Not good.
Won't cut it. No. My roommate has a Volkswagen Jetta that has been snowed into his spot since the first day, so he hasn't driven it.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Shit. All right. Well, Alaskan Scum on Instagram. Stephanie Arce
on Instagram.
Mediocre
Catch my
Grappler.
Rumble class.
Ooh, go to a Rumble class.
Yes.
Tomorrow, 5:30.
Yep. Mediocre Grappler. And if you're watching this, obviously on YouTube, if you want to listen to it, iTunes, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Maybe eventually anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Yes.
So we'll see.
That's the goal.
And then, welcome back to us. Obviously, life's been crazy. We tore down the old room. We're here now. And maybe we get some guests in here. We'll start doing something cool with these mats.
Oh, yeah.
And, until next time. Thank you, guys.